Guys, it's Mandissa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now I'm gonna start off with trying to make it clear that the last video that I did that was on my hair wasn't exactly meant to be a hair tutorial. It was just me showing that I got from super matted hair to like with what I'm working with now. Then I got a feedback saying, for the most part, well, it should have been a tutorial because some females, especially females of color who have very natural wool-like hair, can't get or don't know how to get from very matted and tangled hair to, you know, detangled hair, whether you're straightening it or blowing it out or just washing it or starting a whole new hairstyle, whatever it may be. So I was like, okay, fair enough. That's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to pretty much be going through all the steps and products that I used to get from this to this. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Off with the detangling process. So when I was detangling my hair and doing it into sections, if I was not finger detangling, I was using a wide tooth comb. I don't really use wide tooth combs like that, but I have one in cases like this because I know that there's just times where, as much as I say I'm going to do my hair and as much as I know I need to do my hair, wash days get skipped, restyling, refreshing hair, even putting moisture back in my hair, those days, they get skipped, unfortunately, and it's not good, but it happens. So welcome to being natural. Now when it came to wetting my hair, I have a little concoction that I made. It's in, now some females can use, you know, like these little ones. I use the little ones to water plants, not to use on my hair because I will empty it on one section, so there's really no point. So I have a bigger one. Let me shake it up, but this is what it looks like. Can't really see, but when it's shaken up, can't English. When everything is mixed in it, that's the color that it is. But all of that it is, the first time I did it, instead of using just plain water, I used rice water that I made. So the first time that I made it, I did rice water. I add aloe vera, can you see that? Aloe vera. I use tea tree, that's not tea tree, that's olive oil. Some olive oil, can you see that? Olive oil, haha! Olive oil and the hot six oil, African, that says African? Yeah, African Royale. So, look at it focusing and everything. So for the 6 oils in one, the hot six oil, it can be used as hot oil, hair oil, body oil, scalp oil, bath oil, nail oil. So I use it, and I've been using it for a while. So that is what I use all mixed up in here to be able to detangle my hair but also give it that slip. It's my way of pre-pooing, so yeah, nothing really special about it. This go around though, I did not use any rice water because I didn't want to take the time to make more rice water and then wait for it to ferment and all that stuff, and then yeah, the whole process, I was too lazy and I just wanted to get my hair done. So just regular water with some aloe vera, the oils, and that's it. And of course, water and oil don't really mix, so that's why you gotta shake it before you spray, and then it gives you that slip to be able to detangle. I do advise finger detangling before going in with the comb, because even though you have that slip, going in straight with a comb on super matted hair is just a no-go. It's just a no-go. You shouldn't do it. If you do and it works for you, that's cool, but if you're trying to like lessen the amount of breakage and hair loss, then I would not advise it. The only hair you want to make sure that you're losing is any dead hair that is staying matted up in there somewhere. But you'll be able to feel if you're pulling hair out, and typically if you just go straight in with the comb, you're gonna rip something. So yeah, I finger detangle with that in my hair. Then once my hair is wet, I use this olive cholesterol. This is what it looks like. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. This olive cholesterol, you can get it from Walmart. All of these ingredients, I guess you could say, all of these are super cheap. You can get them all for Walmart. I don't think you will spend more than $15, including the bottle. If you go over $15, then you might need to do something else, but yeah. So on my wet hair, I will add the olive cholesterol to give it even more slip. So I'm still finger detangling, by the way. I have not touched the comb yet. As I'm finger detangling, one of the things that you want to make sure you're doing is when you get to a knot. I can't really demonstrate right now because my hair is straight, or as straight as it'll be. But when you get to a knot, kind of, you know, see if you can take it out yourself. Don't just rip through it with your fingers. Don't rip through it with the comb. See if you can try to, you know, separate your hair with your fingers. This calls for a lot of patience. And by a lot of patience, I mean a lot of patience. And I can say that because I have a lot of hair. And with a lot of hair, you can't do anything else but have patience. So there's that. Once you feel like you have gotten through that section with finger detangling and everything, then that's the time, oops, all of my stuff is by my window right now, but that's the time that you can then go in with your white tooth comb, starting from the ends. Don't start from the roots yet. Starting from the ends, start, I'm gonna say tangle tease. In a way, you know, graze at the knots if there are any, gently, because again, you don't want to pull out healthy hair. Just because it's tangled doesn't mean it's unhealthy. So again, be kind and patient. Patient with your hair and your knots as you're detangling. Once you get to the root, then you can try to move your tangles down, moving from root to end. And once everything is said and done, you'll be able to get the comb through without any problems. That is how I detangle matted hair. Now that we've gotten that part out the way, what I did next, I know that I went from that into sectioning. So this is something very important for all of my natural beauties to do. As you're detangling, when you finish detangling a section, your hair has product in it, it's wet, and it wants to be in its natural state. And sometimes our hair loves being in its natural state so much that it will want to, what I say, make love with itself and start to reconnect. If you don't want that to happen, once you finish detangling a section, twist it, braid it, put it up in something, because it's going to go back. It wants to go back. That's just what it wants to do. There's nothing you can really do about it. It's just part of training your hair. So put in some type of protective style as you're going through. There's a bird just like flying in front of the window. I'm not sure if like the shadow showed, but that was kind of distracting. But yeah, just do that with all of your sections as you're detangling. I would say that's a no-brainer, but some people don't know that, and a lot of new naturals may get frustrated when they just detangled their hair and then they go back and they can't get a comb through it after 3 seconds. I understand. It's part of the journey. Okay, now we're on to the part where we are washing our hair. So one of the things that I do is I will leave the product, all of the product that I put in my hair while detangling and pre-pooing, whatever it was that I was doing, I leave all of that product in because I'm going to wash it right back out anyways, so there's no point to rinse it out if I'm just going to wash my hair. At least that's what I think. Makes sense, you know, killing two birds with one stone. Anyway, so once I get into the shower, my hair will be in one of two styles. It will be just out and maybe sectioned into buns, or it'll be in that protective style that I put my hair in as I was detangling. It does the same job, by the way. My hair is not in tight braids or anything like that. I can get to my scalp and I can get to my hair. My hair is completely clean, okay? Clean. But I will only put it in a protective style if it's coming from that state of being. Now, if my hair, like if I'm going in the shower after flat ironing my hair to wash it, I'm not really going to section it like that. I'll probably start sectioning it once I'm shampooing it, but that's as I go because, you know, my hair isn't really linking onto itself at that stage. But if my hair is out and, you know, I can finger detangle or whatever it may be, this is the brush that I will use. Not sure if you can see it, but it's pretty flexible. I don't really like the Diva brushes, I want to say. The Diva brushes that are extremely flexible and bend all the way, because then I just feel like I'm not making any progress. I just feel like, you know, you're taking everything with you. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad brush. It works perfectly for other people. I just don't like it per se because I'm a control freak and I feel like the brush is, I don't know. I really have no better excuse other than it's just not for me. So to each their own, but this is the brush that I use. It still bends, but it has a bit more control. It's not as flexible, which is perfectly fine with me because I, again, finger detangle anyways. Now, for shampoo and conditioner, this is the shampoo that I use. If you can see it, come on, almost there. There we go. That's the shampoo that I use. And this is the conditioner that I use. Come on, there we go. Yes! So, this is what I use. Both are part of the OGX line. They're both sulfate free. All of their products are sulfate free, which I love because I'm allergic to sulfate, so anytime it touches my skin, i.e. my scalp, the skin starts to burn off and it itches and then it starts to flake up, and so it's pretty much as if I never washed my hair. It looks worse once I get off the shower. So yeah. Now, when my hair is in a protective style as I'm washing it, I just wash my hair. Like, I just shampoo my scalp, make sure I'm getting even in between all of the twists, making sure I'm getting my scalp very well. Something that I really have to focus on the most when I'm washing my hair is getting my hairline, because everything else can be clean and then my hairline is just like as if I didn't do anything. So my hairline is what I focus on the most, and then I work everything else in, rinse it out completely. One of the tricks you can tell when your hair is fully rinsed is if you're squishing it. Like if you can squeeze your hair around your head and you hear bubbles, or it sounds like there's, like it doesn't sound like you're squeezing something with water in it, like it sounds like there's product in there, that's a hint that it's not rinsed out all the way. Also, I guess if you have a bathroom where you can see whether or not you have shampoo still in your hair. I know some people have like mirrors in their showers. I think that is a wonderful investment, because when you have a lot of hair and you can't really see what you're doing, just saying, a mirror in the shower sounds like a great idea. Call me weird, but that's just my opinion. So yeah. And then, of course, you'll condition your hair as per usual. Just condition your hair, make sure it's getting in between the twists and the hair and all that kind of good stuff. Leave it in for a little while. So what I do is I deep condition in the shower. I don't like washing my hair and then putting in leave-in conditioner to deep condition and then leaving the shower and letting it sit and then coming back into the shower. Like, something about going into the shower multiple times. I also don't like being splashed. This is a fact that will have, this is a story that will wait until later times. I'm not gonna go into it. But me personally, once I take a shower, I've taken a shower. I'm not going back in until it's time. And to deep condition, to just get out the shower to deep condition and then go back in the shower to rinse it out is so tedious. And I feel like my body, all of the nutrients in my body has just left. Like, you thought black people got ashy from taking showers and washing their hair before? I feel even worse after going back in after deep conditioning. I feel like I've turned into Frosty the Snowman. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just don't like it. So for me, when I deep condition, the heat from the shower and from my scalp that's being released, I'll just tie up my hair, let it sit, wash my body, and then once I'm done washing my body, I'll rinse it out. And here's the thing that I'm not concerned about the most. Some people be like, well, it didn't sit in long enough. Well, here's the thing. Once you get out the shower and your hair is still wet, you can put some more product back in it. When you blow dry your hair has to remain wet as you're blow drying it. Like, you can't blow dry hair. It's also not a good idea to try to blow dry damp hair. Like, you want to make sure your hair is wet. The section is wet before you blow dry it. I've watched enough hair professionals to know. Also, if you don't want to struggle and you don't want to cry, just make sure your hair is wet before blow drying it. Moving on. Then it comes to flat ironing. So, when flat ironing, well, I'm going to back up some. Because one thing that I have to do is I have to take breaks. After getting out of the shower and washing my hair, I become really tender-headed. Don't know why, but I do. I just become tender-headed. And then putting heat on my hair also makes me tender-headed. So when I get out the shower from washing my hair and then put heat on it, I've never done that before until the last video from when I blow dried my hair. I was so tender-headed, I was like, I don't even want to like comb the finished product. I just want to move on. So I had to take a break for the night. And then come back the next night. Not even the next morning or the next day. Like, I had to wait until maybe like late lunch, early dinner time, maybe like 5, 6, 7-ish, to start flat ironing my hair because it was just too much for my scalp. Naturally, I'm not a tender-headed person. When my hair is the way it is now, or maybe after it's done air drying or whatever it may be, once I've given my hair time and my scalp time, I mean, I'm good to go. When I was little, my mom and my aunt would pick me up by my hair and swing me around. I thought it was fun. Maybe that was oversharing of my childhood, and now like gonna end up getting a call from like Child Protective Services. Who knows? I'm good. I'm healthy. Nothing to be traumatized about. My parents are great. My family's great. I love them so much. They treated me great. Good. I'm healthy. I'm not dead, okay? There's nothing to worry about. I feel like now's a good time to stop talking. Yeah. I waited a little while. And then I used a different heat protectant. I didn't use that much because I already had heat protectant in my hair, which I know may sound crazy. It's like, well, you already used the heat protectant in your hair. Also, the smoke that comes from your hair when you're blow drying it and when you're flat ironing, if you put product in your hair like heat protectant like you're supposed to, it's just the product. That's all. It's just the product burning off, and it's activating. It's doing its job. There's nothing to worry about unless you see flames. Like, if you see flames or maybe like black smoke or your hair just comes off, then that's something to worry about. One of the techniques that I did when flat ironing my hair is, as I'm watching hairstylists flat iron hair, I realized a lot of them do the crown first and then the center. So you can do it that way, the crown in the center. I know some people just work from back up because when you're doing it on yourself, that's easier, which is what I usually do, but I wanted to try something new. So yeah, I started cheating. It was taking too long. I have a lot of hair and I was getting really impatient, and I was like, I just want to hurry up and get this done so that I can start editing and then upload the video. And then I started running out of storage and space and time. I was like, okay, well, this is going to be a bootleg video. But I'll explain everything in detail later. That's not actually what happened. I was going to leave the video as is, but then I started getting commentary on, well, you should have explained more. There should have been more audio in the background of you talking us through it. It should have been a hair tutorial pretty much. And in my head I was like, well, it's not a hair tutorial, it's a hair journey. So we're doing the commentary now. Anyways, those are all of my tips and all of my, I guess, instructions, like my guidance to y'all. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. By comment, I really do mean, like, comment any questions you have. Comment any videos in the future that you would like to see. Ooh, let me know what you guys do to help you detangle your hair, like whether it's pre-pooing or like deep conditioning or whatever it may be, just a simple moisturizer that you do. Let me know what you guys do. We'll leave it at that. We'll say that. Comment in the comments. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you guys use. This can be like a little community where we share our deepest, darkest secrets. Or something. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.